Limited. We lay the groundwork so your vision can thrive. Michelle's Electrical Limited, turning on lights since 1987.
I have me hands up, yeah, in my stand and go. Hey, sing along.
Music, an evening of music featuring the Ashanti, performances of his greatest hits. Experience the rhythm and energy with an incredible lineup. Alpha, Alpha Ale, Ezra, Her Black, Imran Nerdy, Invader, Cupid, Lady Lynn, Minel, TC Brown, T-Blacks, and more. An evening of music, magic, and memory. National Cultural Center, November 23rd, 2024. Doors open 7:30 p.m. Showtime, 8:30 p.m. Tickets $120 regular. Early bird, $100. Tickets available at CDF office and all the sell outlets. Music, a celebration of our musicians.
Ease the frustration.
You're watching MBC.
Good evening to everyone, and welcome to Papa's Kaiso Corner. Tonight we celebrate the fete of Saint Cecilia, the patron saint of musicians. Tonight we honor people who have contributed towards the development of music in St. Lucia in various categories. I'd like to say a special good evening to our in-house audience tonight. Those of you on the outside, it's the first time that Papa's Kaiso Corner has a live in-house audience. And they're here with us tonight. We have a number of awardees and presenters and sponsors. A wonderful atmosphere on the outside tonight. And on the inside, we're going to be honoring 7 St. Lucians who have contributed towards the development of the musical landscape in St. Lucia. This is our 4th annual St. Cecelia'S Lifetime Achievement Awards. 4th. For the past 3 years, we have honored 20 St. Lucians. And tonight, we're going to honor another 7. We call them the unsung heroes, the forgotten sector. Because, you know, music and musicians in St. Lucia, there seems to be a lack of appreciation. They appreciate us only when it's necessary. Well, tonight it is. It's Papa's Kaiso Corner, St. Cecelia'S Lifetime Achievement Awards. And it's indeed a pleasure to be here. But just before we get into the real business, I want to say a special good evening to a few friends. I got a lot of plaque during the week because last week I forgot to say good night to Mama Frances from Leclerc. Mama, good night to you. You know you're very special to us here. Mama has been here with us from the inception of the show. She tunes to Kaiso Corner every Saturday night. And when I don't say hello to her, she says it hurts. Mama, I don't want to hurt you. I don't want to hurt you. Good night to Mama Frances from Leclerc. I want to say good night to my good friend, Brother Felix James out there in Corinth. And of course, Hudson Myers, the rap. He's always tuned to the corner. I want to say good night to you, my good brother. Our friends in Toronto, we're back on track with our friends in Toronto. And I want to say good night to you guys. I did miss you guys for a couple of weeks, but we're back on track. So good evening to Toronto, Cooliman and the crew. Big up to you. Our friends in the US, Brooklyn, Coco, I want to say good night to you, my brother. I want to say good night to Alva Nelson out there in the Bronx. And most of all, my good brother, I want to say good evening to Trevor Exposer Brown from the Trevor Exposer Brown Foundation. This guy has been affiliated to the corner in a very big way and has made many things happen for us. I think he deserves an award here on the corner tonight. But he's the sponsor of our lovely trophies, the Trevor Exposer Brown Foundation out there in Long Island, New York. And Mrs. Brown, of course, his lovely wife. I want to say good night to you guys and thank you so much for making the corner possible. Yeah? Tonight, as we said, it is the 4th annual St. Cecelia'S Lifetime Achievement Awards. And we have a wonderful show planned for you. I'm sure you're going to appreciate the awardees tonight. These are people who have contributed in a very big way towards the development of music here in Santa Lucia. Of course, we have a very special guest tonight. Well, I say special guest. This guy has been our MC for the past 4 years. He's going to be taking care of business. No stranger to the corner. Of course, he has his own corner during the carnival. But he's here in the corner, Papa's Kaiso corner tonight. And he's the one who's going to be taking care of business. I'm talking about none other than His Excellency, Brother Kennedy Boots Samuel. He's here with us. So what we're going to do right now is hand you over to our MC. And we do hope that you enjoy tonight's production. We have a wonderful cast of St. Lucian musicians and people who have contributed in different categories. So stay right where you are, or you could rush to the kitchen as usual, or to the fridge, or to the bar, or to the grill in the yard, but be back here, because tonight we're in the corner. Papa, blessed.
Your Lucilec customer service guy. Have you heard? Big news. We've moved to the dazzling new office on Daisy Avenue, just a few steps from where we are currently standing. So, lace up those virtual walking shoes. You're about to take a stroll together. For those who catch the Cecelia'S bus, your new stop is right here at Serenity Park. Just keep walking. We'll arrive at our new location in no time. Before we unveil our sleek new office, you catch a glimpse of the CSA Center. It is right across the road from the Carmen Rene Memorial School. Keep walking, we are almost there. And here it is, the grand reveal, Lucilec on Daisy Avenue, your one-stop shop for all things awesome. We're open weekdays from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. for all customer service requests, including new connection, bill queries, and bill payments. Oh, and by the way, remember the Cecelia'S bus? Well, there's another option in town, the Leclerc bus. It stops right outside our new office, complete with free customer parking and a convenient ramp for our differently abled friends. Thank you so much for your patience during our office transition. We are thrilled to welcome you to our brand new Castries hub, Lucilec on Daisy Avenue. Until then, take care and we'll see you very, very soon. Remember, your energy lights up our space.
The hustle of customs with Michelle's Custom Brokerage, imports and exports custom brokers. Our personalized service always ensures the best results when your needs are custom clearance and shipping of general cargo, barrels, vehicles, containers. For courier packages to ship loads of cargo, no consignment is too small or too large. We can handle it all. Michelle's Custom Brokerage, a generation of efficient and reliable service.
Have me fans that in Mustang and hey, sing along.
Who's that body? Music, an evening of music featuring the Ashanti, performances of his greatest hits. Experience the rhythm and energy with an incredible lineup. Alpha, Afa Ale, Ezra, Her Black, Imran Nerdy, Invader, Cupid, Lady Lynn, Minel, TC Brown, T-Blacks, and more. An evening of music, magic, and memory. National Cultural Center, November 23rd, 2024. Doors open 7:30 p.m. Showtime, 8:30 p.m. Tickets $120 regular. Early bird, $100. Tickets available at CDF office and all the sale outlets. Music, a celebration of our musicians.
Easy frustration.
No matter the job, Michelle's Electrical Limited has the skills and expertise to power your vision. With Michelle's Electrical Limited, you're securing a professional team with a proven track record committed to delivering quality service to cater to all your electrical needs. We bring more than 30 years of trusted electrical installation to every job. We are the most trusted and reliable provider of electrical solutions island-wide. Your electrical needs are our priority, and our qualified team has been providing durable electrical solutions for over 3 decades. Trust Michelle's Electrical Limited. We lay the groundwork so your vision can thrive. Michelle's Electrical Limited, turning on lights since 1987.
Thank you, the inimitable Papa Vida. Good evening. Good evening, brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, friends, family of Calypso and music in St. Lucia. It is my honor to be with you once again at this 4th annual St. Cecelia'S Lifetime Achievement Awards 2024 as presented by Papa's Kaiso Corner. And as usual, as we do every year, I ask you out there in TV land, our in-house studio audience, everybody, let us give Papa a round of applause. We can hear you. We can hear you in your bedrooms, in the bars. We can hear you. Rousing round of applause for the establishment, the successful establishment of this St. Cecelia'S Lifetime Achievement Awards for contribution to the music industry in St. Lucia. A concrete legacy from the inimitable Papa Vida. Thank you, Papa Vida. And people, welcome. Welcome to what we hope will be a wonderful evening of pride in our culture, in our heroes, in ourselves, in our achievement as a people, in music and culture in St. Lucia. Of course, let us link up with last year's awards and go into this year. Last year, at the 3rd annual St. Cecelia'S Lifetime Achievement Award presented by Papa's Kaiso Corner, we honored 7 unsung heroes in St. Lucia. And to remind you and to hold them on high again, let's say a pleasant good evening to our awardees from 2023. Brother Ronald Boo Hinkson, he received a music award. Mr. Tony Wilkinson, he received the Management Award. Brother Angus Payne, he received the Infrastructure Award. Brother Nahum Happy John Baptist, he received the Writers Award. Brother Tiggerson Penn Joseph, he received the Producers Award. Brother Gregory Shining Emmanuel, from the iconic Diamond Steel Orchestra, he received a Steel Band Legend Award. And Brother Leonard Scrub Wellington, from the equally iconic North Star Steel Orchestra, which we knew previously as Scrub, he received the Steel Band Pioneer Award. And here we are again this year for the 4th annual awards ceremony. And let us start it on a note of remembrance, in memoriam, because we have lost some people who were with us from last year, and over the year we have lost them. So let's remember them. Let's start by remembering them. They are now with our ancestors, and we invite them into our celebrations tonight. We invite the ancestors, and we remember Brother Leslie Charles. We remember Papa Troublesome, Calypsonian. We remember O'Neill Fontenelle, musician from the South Calypso tent. Just recently, we buried Brother David Jordan, an administrator in Kaiso and a number of areas in our culture. And John T., the Calypsonian, we invite him. He is now with our ancestors. And our most recent, we want to remember and say, express our sympathies to our brother, Ember Charles, and his family for the loss of Lorraine Charles St. Jules, a friend of culture, a friend of Calypso, a friend of tourism, a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful St. Lucian who we have lost. Her family has been very, very, very close to Calypso. Her entire family. They just buried Leslie, another brother, earlier in the year, and here again, the loss of a sister. Okay, our sympathies go with the family. We wish them strength and courage, and we are there with them. Okay, so let's get down to business tonight. The 4th annual St. Cecelia'S Lifetime Achievement Awards 2024. But let's get in the mood first. It's all about music. St. Cecilia, the patron saint of musicians. It's all about music. So let's get into a mood of music, St. Lucian music. And we invite to set our mood on stage a legend, a St. Lucian legend, a Caribbean songstress legend. Brothers and sisters, let us welcome, to start us off, Sister Patsy Cadet.
More than anything in the world. share your love. Every minute, every day and night. And I want you to know that whatever you do and wherever you go, remember someone loves you, honey. No matter what, just be my guy. Someone loves you, honey, more than anything in the world. I'm so glad I'm the one that you come to when you need someone. That's what my love is for. You've got a shoulder to lean on, a foot in a storm. Ooh, someone loves you, honey. No matter what, just want you to be my guy. Someone loves you, honey, more than anything in the world. Someone loves you, honey. No matter what, just want you to be my guy. Someone loves you, honey, more than anything in the world.
Wow. Did you feel those goosebumps? That was Patsy Kade. Let me hear it. Yes. Thank you, Patsy. And I promise you will be hearing more from Patsy Kade before the night is over. Wow. Brought me way back. Way back. Wow. Yeah. I didn't feel goosebumps. I felt boots bumps. Oh. Thank you, Patsy Kade. And I'm sure we are now in the mood for our fourth annual St. Cecelia'S Lifetime Achievement Awards 2024. Let's take a sponsors break, and when we come back, we get right into our awards for 2024.
Have me fans up. Yeah, in Mustang and hey, sing along.
Music, an evening of music featuring the Ashanti, performances of his greatest hits. Experience the rhythm and energy with an incredible lineup. Alpha, Afa Ale, Ezra, Her Black, Imran Nutty, Invader, Cupid, Lady Lynn, Minel, TC Brown, T-Blacks, and more. An evening of music, magic, and memory. National Cultural Center, November 23rd, 2024. Doors open 7:30 p.m. Showtime, 8:30 p.m. Tickets $120 regular. Early bird, $100. Tickets available at CDF office and all the sell outlets. Music, a celebration of our musicians.
Ease the frustration.
Coming soon
the same excellent Lucilec service in a new location at Daisy Avenue in Sanssouci, Castries. Thanks for your patience.
Save the hustle of customs with Michelle's Custom Brokerage, imports and exports custom brokers. Our personalized service always ensures the best results when your needs are custom clearance and shipping of general cargo, barrels, vehicles, containers. For courier packages to ship loads of cargo, no consignment is too small or too large. We can handle it all. Michelle's Custom Brokerage, a generation of efficient and reliable service.
No matter the job, Michelle's Electrical Limited has the skills and expertise to power your vision. With Michelle's Electrical Limited, you're securing a professional team with a proven track record committed to delivering quality service to cater to all your electrical needs. We bring more than 30 years of trusted electrical installation to every job. We are the most trusted and reliable provider of electrical solutions island-wide. Your electrical needs are our priority, and our qualified team has been providing durable electrical solutions for over 3 decades. Trust Michelle's Electrical Limited. We lay the groundwork so your vision can thrive. Michelle's Electrical Limited, turning on lights since 1987.
You will fly me morning. Why? I've seen it all, but I'm caught.
Welcome back. And I know the excitement is mounting, so we will not keep you waiting for too much longer. This Cecelia'S Lifetime Achievement Awards, established by Papa's Kaiso Corner, does something so special, and it is so different from a number of the awards ceremonies that we know. It shines a light in some corners that we don't really pay attention to in our music industry in St. Lucia. It shines a light in those corners, and it finds heroes working there, unsung heroes working there, and working there for years and years and years, and contributing to the sustaining of the music industry in St. Lucia. Wow, what a special award ceremony. And so let's start shining our 2024 light and meet our first awardee. And it is in the area of infrastructure and services. Let us meet our first awardee for the evening. Angela Mathrin ni Felix, but more popularly known as Debbie, was born December 5th, 1965 at Lastic Hill, Castries. Her early education was at the Ave Maria Girls Infant and Primary Schools, after which she attended the Corpus Christi Girls Vocational School. Upon leaving school, Debbie went to work with her uncle, Baptist Felix, at his popular record shop in Castries called House of Goldies. It was there that she found her love for music. After spending many years learning the tools of the trade from her uncle, Debbie ventured off on her own with her husband and founded J&D Record Shop. As the proprietress of J&D Record Shop, Debbie built many relationships with local artists and musicians from all genres of music by fostering the sales and promotions of their music in her establishment. It was always noticeable who her favorite calypsonian was. As soon as Papa Vader released a tune, you could hear it blasting from the walls of her shop for weeks on repeat. No matter what he sang, Invader was her king. From 2003, Debbie pledged her support for local Calypsonians with the Ambassadors Calypso tent and was one of the sponsors for the release of their first CD. She later held a position as artist manager to Marilyn Baptiste, known in Calypso as Lady Lynn. Today, Debbie continues to make a substantial but quite different contribution to local Calypso and entertainment. Debbie's bar and crew have become a staple concessionaire at every Calypso tent and local event, providing food and drink for patrons and fans, and adding the culinary arts to the total cultural experience. And so, for her lifetime support given to the music industry in St. Lucia, Papa's Kaiso Corner is pleased to present the 4th annual St. Cecelia'S Lifetime Achievement Award 2024 to Angela Debbie Mathre for services and infrastructure. We invite Mr. Nos Divad Enitier from the North District Promotions representative of Barbie Limited to make the presentation. Whoa, Debbie. Yes, people, that's Debbie. Debbie gets our award. You know how much food Debbie served all of y'all and drink for how long in the music industry in St. Lucia? And also her contribution in music sales, music promotion, and so on. Let's hear it for Debbie again now. Thank you. Debbie. Yes, and for those of you who didn't know Debbie's name, Debbie is Angela Mathre. But Debbie is okay. Thank you, Debbie. And let's move on. Our second award for this evening goes to a musician. Let's meet him. Monty Maxwell was born and bred in the southern town of Vieux-Fort, St. Lucia. He grew up next to a panyard or steel band shed, and from there came his foundational initiation into the world of music with George Shine, the steel band leader from next door, as his first music role model. However, Monty's formal initiation into music began at the Vieux-Fort Secondary School, where, under the tutelage of a Trinidadian pan instructor and a British music tutor, he studied classical music for 2 years, with the steel pan and the piano as the instruments of instruction. While still in his teenage years, Monty was thrust into steel pan arrangement when he was designated as the arranger of the Halcyon Days Still Orchestra. Monty admits that the thing in music that gives him the greatest pleasure is arranging music for a steel pan orchestra. It was hardly surprising that with Monty as the arranger, Vieux-Fort's Hanko Steel Orchestra won second place in the National Panorama competition for 2 consecutive years at the turn of the century. At the age of 16, Monty took up the guitar and taught himself how to play. From since then, the guitar has remained his instrument of choice. Today, he is recognized by many as arguably one of the top 3 guitarists this island has produced, and definitely the most renowned musical exponent from the town of Vieux-Fort. Monty's contribution to the local music industry is immense. He was a founding member of the southern-based bands Survival and Karma, 2 of St. Lucia's most popular bands in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. He has collaborated with a number of artists on several memorable recording projects, where he played lead guitar and helped with the arrangement and composition. Some of the more notable of these projects include the Pan album Lucian Steel by Alison Mackey, the Calypso album Mr. Consistency by Jeff Pele Elver, the award-winning reggae album Freedom by Sylvester Ituba Peter, and the hit reggae single Let Us Start a Revolution by Mervyn Wilkinson. Since the inception of the St. Lucia Jazz Festival, Monty has been one of the fixtures of the event and has performed with various groups including Third Eye, Monty Maxwell and Friends, Alison Mackey and Monty Maxwell, Calbas, and G Strings. He has performed at various venues around the island, including Jazz on the Square, Jazz on the Pier, Jazz on the Beach, Jazz in the South, Soufre Creole Jazz, Fond d'Or Jazz, Tea Time Jazz, and Jazz Finale in Vieux-Fort. In fact, the name Monty Maxwell, along with a small group of names that include Ronald Bohengson, Luther Francois, Barbara Cadet, Alison Mackey, and Emerson Nurse, have virtually become synonymous with the St. Lucia Jazz Festival. Perhaps the high point of Monty's St. Lucia Jazz Festival engagements came in 2010 when Twas M, which featured the three M's of Monty Maxwell, Alison Mackey, and Harvey Miller, headlined a jazz performance at the Gaiety on Rodney Bay, the St. Lucia Jazz Festival venue reserved for quintessential jazz performers. The act, which also included Berkeley University-trained saxophonist Neil Toots Franklin and Europe-based professional percussionist Lennox Bissett, was indeed a treat as these talented musicians delivered a special blend of jazz and blues flavored with St. Lucian folk and other Caribbean rhythms, the likes of which few have heard before. Besides the St. Lucia Jazz Festival, Monty has performed and represented St. Lucia and the Organization of Eastern Caribbean States, OECS, at several regional and international musical events, including Festival As d'Arles and Saint-Marc Jazz Festival in Martinique, the Grand Pavois Boat Show in La Rochelle, France, and the Alcon Pharmaceutical Convention Concert in Aruba. In 2012, Monty released Shine, his long-awaited and much-anticipated album, which, coming at a mature stage of his musical career, marked a notable high point in the development of a virtuoso and versatile guitarist. Indeed, the album is nothing less than a mapping of his musical influences and the fusing of Caribbean rhythms and St. Lucian folk with jazz and blues. The title track is a tribute to St. Lucian pan pioneer George Shine Thomas, and as elsewhere in the album, pan features prominently in the song. The album is also dedicated to another of his earliest musical influences, his grandmother, Josephine Suma, who was of East Indian heritage and was always singing traditional Indian and St. Lucian folk songs. Monty Maxwell has excelled in his original contribution to our St. Lucian music culture and production of original music. And so, for his outstanding lifetime contribution to the music industry in St. Lucia, Papa's Kaiso Corner is pleased to present the 4th annual St. Cecelia'S Lifetime Achievement Award 2024 to Monty Maxwell, a musician. And we invite to make the presentation Mr. Michel Hippolyte, Director of Business Development at the Cultural Development Foundation.
So there's something.
Well, thank you for this award. It's for me very significant. And for me, I must tell you, it has never been financial gain. It's nurturing young people, nurturing young musicians. In fact, a musician, A.G. Simpson, made a comment to me recently. He said that Do you know the longest standing music school in St. Lucia is your yard on New Dock Road, which started off in 1976, and it's a fully fledged studio now, modern studio. So thank you very much for this. And call me man anytime. That's what I do.
Yes, sir.
You know, I'm a patriot. Thank you very much, folks, for this.
Wow. Let's hear it for Monty Maxwell, a giant of music from Vieux-Fort. Giant of music from Vieux-Fort, unsung hero that we don't know. Mr. Marshall Hippolyte from the Cultural Development Foundation. I'd like to say a few words.
All right. On behalf of the management and staff of the Cultural Development Foundation, we just want to say major congratulations to Mr. Monty Maxwell. I think his exploits, his work in the field is tremendous. He's a special talent altogether, and it actually speaks to nurturing and promoting that cultural identity as well. The type of work that he's done, it doesn't only shine in himself, but he actually inspires. Even before coming here, his name is synonymous in St. Lucia history and culture. A lot of the musical talents speak about Monty Maxwell and what he does. Even recently, I was speaking to one of the great pan arrangers, and he was telling me how special of an arranger that Monty Maxwell was, even with me not even knowing that he was so involved into the pan segment. And to listen to what he's done, it's tremendous. It doesn't inspire just me, but our youth and the upcoming generation. And we just want to extend that major congratulations to Monty and ask that he keeps up that good work. Thank you again, guys, and kudos to Papa for putting together such a fantastic display that, again, it honors our musicians and the contributions that they've made to the fabric of our culture and stuff into St. Lucia. This is amazing, and we want to say well done and keep up the good work.
Thank you, sir. I'd like to echo lots of what you have heard about Monty Maxwell. He is a giant. He is a giant. From Vieux-Fort, from the south, and with all what that has been going on in Vieux-Fort, it is so refreshing to see the real Vieux-Fort. They have contributed so much to us in St. Lucia, our culture, our music. Congratulations to Monty Maxwell. And now our third awardee for tonight. He is a writer. That's all I will say. Let's meet him, and I am sure the proud will resound across St. Lucia. The pride will resound across St. Lucia. Let's meet our writer awardee for tonight.
Rowan Sion, respectfully called by many as Mr. Sion, was born and bred in Castries. He has spent most of his professional life as a career educator associated with the St. Mary's College, initially as a classroom teacher, then as vice principal, and finally as school principal. He also served briefly as acting principal at the Sir Ira Simmons Secondary. Sion's earliest involvement in national calypso activity dates back to 1980 when he collaborated with Lord Jackson to produce Calypso Monarch and Road March winning material that included the popular classic Guy Love Dance. During that same period, he also got very busy organizing and writing material for the St. Mary's College Calypso Extravaganza, an annual concert which flourished in the 1980s and introduced calypsonians such as Bingo, Manchus, Darby, and Exterminator to national calypso prominence. Later in the decade, Sion the writer joined forces with Desmond Mighty Pep Long, the performer, thereby establishing an iconic partnership that was dominant in the local competitive calypso arena for decades. That period was marked by national battles and successes against erstwhile calypso heavyweights like Papa Vader and the Ashanti. The Sion Mighty Pep collaboration took them to Calypso King of the World competitions in Barbados and Trinidad, representing St. Lucia, where they achieved 2 third-place results in the grand finals of both competitions. Their timeless classics, Rags to Riches and Unborn Child, held their own among the very best of regional giants like the mighty Choptas, Singing Sandra, and the mighty Crow Crow. When Pep decided to call it quits in 2019, with 8 national crowns on his mantelpiece, he was replaced in the collaboration by his son Desrel, who blazed instantly with a brilliant winning entry into the National Calypso arena. Today, Sion has adopted Desrel as the new beneficiary of his lyrics writing acumen, and so far, Desrel has followed his father's excellence and has secured 2 Monarch titles in his first 3 years of competition. Mr. Sion has been heard to promise that he does not plan to stop writing until he has written his best calypso, which has not happened yet. To date, Rowan Sion has produced the winning material for 11 Calypso Monarch titles and 1 Road March title. He continues to produce and contribute in several other areas of Calypso and cultural development in St. Lucia, including judging, education and training, mentorship to young artists.
And we invite on stage to present to Mr. Rowan Sion, Mr. Kelly Mitchell, who is the divisional head of the marketing and corporate Marcy stores, for his outstanding lifetime contribution to Calypso music and education in St. Lucia. Papa's Kaiso Corner is proud to present the 4th annual St. Cecelia'S Lifetime Achievement Award to Rowan Sion, the writer.
Well, let me just say thanks to Papa Veda. There was a time when Papa Veda and I didn't stand too close to each other in a more competitive period of our lives. But I must say it's quite pleasant now. He had me on a show some time ago, and it created a very strong, I think, bond between us, and I'm very happy to know that he seemed it necessary to do this. I want to use this opportunity to point out that I think he's doing a splendid job in this particular arena here now that he's left the competitive arena. I think you're coming back, Papa. That man refused to throw in the towel. He'll do like Tyson in the ring. But yeah, I just want to say thanks to him and thanks to everybody who put this together. Boots as well, doing his own thing as he normally does. And as my little profile indicated, people asking me about retiring. I mean, I don't understand why. One doesn't understand why one has to retire from writing. But it will happen at some stage, but I don't think it's going to happen this year or even next year. So I should be around for a little while longer. That's all I can say. Thank you very much, and have a good night, everybody.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Rowan Sion, the writer. Mr. Kelly Michelle.
All right, good night, everyone, and thank you so much for having me. I must say congratulations to Mr. Sion. Well done. Well done. I think right now our nation needs more like you, to keep the creative arts alive, the performing arts alive. And so at Marcy Stores, we try to find a way to encourage and to support initiatives where we can nurture those kind of talents, and we know we're in a different age now, but still, we will find some ways and means to encourage young people, foster the growth. Well said. To continue the legacy that people like yourself has created or started. So we are happy to be a part of this, and thank you so much to the organizers, and trust me, it's well done, and we commend you on this.
Thank you.
Yeah?
Thank you.
Yes, indeed.
Thank you, Mr. Kelly Mitchell from Marcy Stores. And thank you to Rowan Sion. Hey, people, did you all see what happened there between Sion and Papa Veda? Yeah, did you see Sion try to retire Papa Vader from the competition? And Papa Vader put that down one time. Oh my God. Oh yeah. Oh boy. Oh, we have had some huge battles between Pep and Papa Vader. And there was Sion trying to win. I've tried a fast one there, but not with the Papa. Not with the Papa. And we heard from Papa that he is not retired from the competition and he is very much in there. Oh, what wonderful news for St. Lucia. Okay, let's get on with our fourth awardee for this evening. And we go to the steel band. It is a steel band pioneer. A steel band pioneer. And this one is really, really special because, take it from me, I have been there, I know that. He has not received his due recognition, and Papa's Kaiso Corner is doing it tonight. Let's meet our fourth awardee, steel band pioneer in St. Lucia.
Guy Victor Innocent was born in Castries, St. Lucia, and grew up in various communities in the city, including Georgeville, La Clery, and Marsha. He attended the Vidbouteille Infant and Primary Schools and the Corinth Junior Secondary with the graduating class of 1981. A fundamental change in his boyhood life began at the age of 10 when his family moved to reside at Arundel Hill in Marsha, in a house that was only about 100 yards away from the panyard of the iconic Diamond Steel Orchestra. This was the beginning of his lifelong connection to the steel band. At the age of 13, he started learning to play the steel pan with the Diamond Steel Orchestra. He committed to the hard practice sessions that served as an arena for competition among the young members for selection on the state side, the name given to the final group of 12 to 15 players that represented the band during its performances at hotels and other public events. After being in the band for 6 to 7 years just practicing, he was finally chosen to play with the state side. Consequently, he made the difficult decision to give up his full-time employment in an audio body repair garage and do music and steel pan playing full-time. During the 6 to 7 years of practicing and waiting to be called to the state side, Guy also learned to make the steel pan. In 1982, he was given the opportunity to learn from and work with a master pan maker builder from St. Vincent, who was brought down to build some steel pans for the Diamond Steel Band for the 1983 Panorama competition. From 1984 onwards, he made and prepared the steel pans for the owner, Gregory Shining Emmanuel, to get them tuned. In addition to his playing on the local scene, Guy has represented St. Lucia on various international tours with the Diamond Steel Orchestra, promoting the national tourism product. They went to Ecuador, South America in 1990 and Frankfurt, Germany in 1991, and again in 1993 when he traveled as band leader and manager. During his time at the Diamond Steel, Guy also served in the formal school system as a tutor in a steel pan project that was being implemented with 3 secondary schools, including Anthropo Secondary, St. Joseph's Convent, and the Leon Hess Comprehensive. This led to the formation of a combined secondary schools steel pan orchestra. In 1993, after giving 15 years of service with the Diamond Steel Orchestra, Guy Innocent decided to move on. He formed a new band called the Emerald Steel Orchestra. The youthful band was formed with graduated students who had played in the combined secondary school steel pan orchestra project, some family members, and persons from the band's home community at Pave. Emerald Steel started playing at the junior level. However, most of the members remained loyal to the band and grew up with it over the years to become a respected local steel band with a changed name, the Buster Emerald Steel. In 1996, Guy Innocent and panman Lucius Goti Alexander founded a National Steel Bands Association known as Pan St. Lucie with a mission to represent the interests of steel bands in St. Lucia. Guy served as the vice president of the organization on several occasions. Guy and Goti were also founding members of the Caribbean Steel Bands Association known as CSRI PAN. Despite the amputation of his left foot in 2013 due to diabetes, followed by a very difficult few years of recovery and rehabilitation, Guy has been continuing to give service to the development of the steel pan music in St. Lucia. He operates and manages his band, Buster Emerald Steel, from his home at Pavey. He practices his playing regularly and continues to tune his pans himself. He serves as a consultant with the Ministry of Education when procuring steel pan instruments for various schools, and he continues to provide training to students. Periodically, he also does work with the Cultural Development Foundation and with UNESCO in steel pan related projects. Guy Innocent may be a wounded soldier, but he continues to serve unselfishly and is deserving of our national acclaim and honor.
And we invite Mr. Carlos Michel, General Manager of Michel's Customs Brokerage, to make the presentation for his outstanding lifetime contribution to the music industry and education in St. Lucia. Papa's Kaiso Corner is pleased to present the 4th Annual St. Cecelia'S Lifetime Achievement Award 2024 to Guy Victor Innocent, Steel Band Pioneer. Take the mic, Carlos.
Yeah, I've heard so much about you tonight. I never realized there was still some good guys around. Yeah, so thanks for making the wonderful contributions that you have made, inspiring the younger folks. You know, someone should just follow your footsteps. That will help St. Lucia move forward. Guy, congratulations again. Well deserved. I'm pleased that Papa actually recognized you. And it's unfortunate that you were not as fortunate as the last presenter I made last year. But, you know, you've done your share. Thanks.
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, the TV boy. Yeah. Yeah, but I just want to thank Papa and the Kaiso Corner for acknowledging my hard work over all these years. To be exact, 45 years playing pan and 31 years in the school arena teaching pan. I also have done from 2000 to 2013. I think I've taught mostly all the schools in the Castries Basin for free practice. The only thing that stopped that was when I got my leg amputated. You understand? So I just continue to just play panorama. My last panorama was in 2017. But right now I'm back on the road. And so right now I'm actually doing a project in the Denver Valley with some students. As a matter of fact, I was there earlier today. You understand? So I just want to tell the fans, the Emerald Steel fans, Emerald Steel will be back on the road soon. They have some things in the pipeline. And again, I just want to thank Papa and the Kaiso Corner for acknowledging me. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, guys. Let's say a big thank you. And let's head for Guy, man. Let's head for Guy, man. Let's resound this applause, you know, across in Brooklyn, New York, man. Some of the old pan men out there, y'all would remember Guy, man. Guy has not stopped. And today, He may be a wounded soldier because you heard that he had amputation of his leg, but Guy has continued, and Guy is particularly doing some wonderful work with the young school children in our different schools. In the school system, we wish Guy more strength and courage, and we say a huge thank you to Guy for his tremendous contribution to Steel Band in St. Lucia. At this time, let us take a sponsor's break.
The hustle of customs with Michelle's Custom Brokerage, imports and exports custom brokers. Our personalized service always ensures the best results when your needs are custom clearance and shipping of general cargo, barrels, vehicles, containers. For courier packages to ship loads of cargo, no consignment is too small or too large. We can handle it all. Michelle's Custom Brokerage, a generation of efficient and reliable service.
Have me fans up, in Mustang and sing along.
Music, an evening of music featuring the Ashanti, performances of his greatest hits. Experience the rhythm and energy with an incredible lineup. Alpha, Afa Ale, Ezra, Her Black, Imran Nutty, Invader, Cupid, Lady Lynn, Minel, TC Brown, T-Blacks, and more. An evening of music, magic, and memory. National Cultural Center, November 23rd, 2024. Doors open 7:30 p.m. Showtime, 8:30 p.m. Tickets $120 regular. Early bird, $100. Tickets available at CDF office and all the sell outlets. Music, a celebration of our musicians.
Ease the frustration.
No matter the job, Michelle's Electrical Limited has the skills and expertise to power your vision. With Michelle's Electrical Limited, you're securing a professional team with a proven track record committed to delivering quality service to cater to all your electrical needs. We bring more than 30 years of trusted electrical installation to every job. We are the most trusted and reliable provider of electrical solutions island-wide. Your electrical needs are our priority, and our qualified team has been providing durable electrical solutions for over 3 decades. Trust Michelle's Electrical Limited. We lay the groundwork so your vision can thrive. Michelle's Electrical Limited, turning on lights since 1987.
You're watching MBC.
Yes, indeed.
Papa, you're on.
Are we on the outside?
Yes, you're on, Papa.
There we are, live on MBC TV's Papa's Kaiso Corner. Of course, I'd like to say a special good night to our wonderful in-house audience. This is our very first experiment. So put your hands together for yourselves for being the very first in-house. You know, when the idea for the St. Cecilia Awards came up, it was a very small enterprise. A few of us who came together and decided we were going to try it out. But it's been 4 years now. This is our 4th annual. Yes. And I wanted to take the opportunity to say thank you, of course, to the sponsors, because, you know, without the sponsors, nothing can work. And we have a few sponsors who have been with us from the very first year. They've stuck with us because they realize how important it is to show appreciation. And we believe that, we in the corner believe that our musicians have been marginalized for a very long time. And we wanted to do something, you know, to show that we're not important just for one part of the year. But, you know, we do make a very valid contribution towards the sanity of this nation, you know. And sometimes I just surprise my own self. You know, but, you know, really and truly, man, it's a real good feeling. And, you know, I'm happy that you guys could share this moment with us. Of course, the fans from the corner, they're here with us. Put your hands together for Kaiso Corner fans, the real people who keeps the corner going. And sponsors, of course, the Michelle brothers. Very important guys in the corner. We have Shirley Shills. Good night, Shirley Shills. We have Leah Yard. Yeah, these people have been with us from the inception, you know, and this is the beauty of Kaiso Corner, that there are people who have been here from the beginning and they're still here with us. We have some new faces, but basically, they're here basically because they are sponsors tonight. And we want to say thank you so much. Of course, the Trophy Center is here with us. It's trying to be very serious there. But the Trophy Center, they're the ones who have facilitated us with our trophies for the past 4 years. So we want to say thank you to them. We have the CDF in the corner over there with Mr. Hippolyte. Of course, the Wonder Woman, Cami Joseph, man. I don't know what we would do without this lady here. Lucy Leck, she indeed lights up our lives, man. You know, so big up to Lucy Leck. Yeah. In the corner behind the bushes, there is the very popular Isai Hall. He too has made a very valid contribution towards the existence of the corner. So I want to say thank you to you, Isai. And we want to say that we're hoping that we can take the St. Cecilia Awards next year to the Sandals Grand and have a dinner. And yeah, well, but that's why I pitch it. That's why I pitch in there, you know. Because we plan to sell tickets, you understand? Because you have dinner, you understand? So, you know, thank you so much for being here. Like I said, it's the first that I can actually talk to a live audience outside here, MBC Studios on Bernard Hill. And I hope that we can continue to do great things together. Yeah? So big up to you, Papa's Kaiso Corner, 4th annual St. Cecilia's Lifetime Achievement Awards. This is the first half. Back to Master Control. We're going back to the studio.
Thank you,
yeah?
Thank you.
In the meantime.
Thank you,
Papa. How could I possibly do something like that? A national treasure like you.
Papa. Thank you, Papa.
Yeah.
Wow. I thought yes, Papa was just a singer, calypso.
Samuel's in the audience with us.
That too, man.
A national
thank
treasure.
you, Papa. Thank you, Papa. And again, we appreciate and say a big thank you for establishing this annual St. Cecilia's Lifetime Achievement Awards for the music industry in St. Lucia. Okay, I know you enjoyed it the first time around. Let's do it again. Let's invite on stage live right here on Papa's Kaiso Corner our own Caribbean songstress, Sister Patsy Kadei, to perform for us again.
'cause I don't stay up all night long. When you come home to ask you where you've been, looks like you've got the notion, boy, I'm the biggest fool you've ever seen. Because I don't offer any comments when you say you were out with the boys. Keep on playing with my silence like a kid would play with his toys. But let me tell ya, keep on doing what you're doing. You're gonna find yourself in a bad situation. Keep on doing what you're doing. You're gonna find yourself in an uptight jam. You twist me up and you turn me around, 'cause you know I'm very soft on you. But don't you know, there just ain't no telling what a fed up woman I do. You think that you are all so smart, but you're not as smart as you think you are. You're getting confused with wit and luck. That's why you're pushing on so far. But let me tell ya, keep on doing what you're doing. You're gonna find yourself in a bad situation. Keep on doing what you're doing. You're gonna find yourself in an uptight jam. You twist me up and you turn me around, 'cause you know I'm very soft on you. But don't you know, there just ain't no telling what a fed up woman might do. Keep on doing what you're doing. You're gonna find yourself in a bad situation. Keep on doing what you're doing. You're gonna find yourself in an uptight jam. Keep on doing what you're doing. You're gonna find yourself in a bad situation. Keep on doing what you're doing. You're gonna find yourself in an uptight jam.
More boots bumps for me, but Patsy, you give me boots bumps, man. Wow. Well, people, what else can I say? But that Patsy Kade is our 5th awardee for today. Let's hear some more about Patsy Kade, the legend.
Any true music lover who grew up or lived in the Caribbean in the 70s should surely remember with immense pride the golden voice of a St. Lucian songstress named Patsy Kade, which ruled the airwaves throughout that momentous decade. Patsy Kade is actually the adopted stage name of a girl named Praxedi Kade. She was born to her parents, Salome Kade of Dominica, Charles Louis McGrath of St. Lucia. At a relatively early age, she made a courageous, life-changing decision to leave her secure day job at a local bank and start a new life in music in Barbados with her band, Showmates. They had been beckoned to Barbados by another legendary St. Lucian-born music artist, Emil Ford, who was of Bajan and Lucian parentage and who had already made a name for himself in the UK. The band name, Showmates, was an adaptation from the name of Emil's UK band, the Checkmates. In 1968, the album Love in Visual Stereo, featuring Emile Ford and Patsy Cadet, was launched. That record marked the beginning of a very successful recording and performing career under another famous band name, the Sand Pebbles of Barbados. Two songs in particular, Bad Situation and Just Loving You, which featured the soothing golden voice of Patsy Cadet on vinyl records, became monster hits across the region. They sustained a #1 position in the Caribbean charts for 16 consecutive weeks and also gained much international recognition for the artists and their Caribbean region. The Sand Pebbles were particularly popular for playing the indigenous spooge music from Barbados. As for Patsy Cadet, although operating mainly from Barbados, her regional and international success was embraced with much pride and appreciation at home in St. Lucia, where she was informally recognized as the country's premier female vocalist of the 70s. That recognition continues to happen even today, with Patsy Cadet's receipt of the National Le Piton Medal, Silver, and other honorary awards from various local bodies such as the Jazz Sampler, the St. Lucia Amateur Swimming Association, and the National Archives Authority. That is Patsy Cadet, an authentic Caribbean songstress from St. Lucia.
And we invite once again Mr. Merkel Hippolyte, who is the Director of Business Development at the Cultural Development Foundation, to make a presentation for a lifetime of contribution to our music in St. Lucia and the wider Caribbean. Papa's Kaiso Corner is honored to present the 4th annual St. Cecelia'S Lifetime Achievement Award 2024 to an authentic Caribbean songstress, Patsy Cadet, a recording pioneer. Give him a kill.
It's always so nice to be recognized, you know.
Patsy.
We'll let you speak. So, okay. I'm sorry, I'm being silly. Yeah, it's always very nice to be recognized, to feel that what you've done has not been in vain. Because for me, technically from the beginning, it was very, very challenging. Because in St. Lucia, we did not have entertainment as we do now. And to prove that it was worth my while and everybody's while, I had to jump some very heavy, hot rocks, you know. And I think in so doing, maybe somebody saw and noticed and thought that it was worth their while to persevere and to pursue exactly where I led them to, you know. And I'm kind of very happy that this is happening. Those who are in the business and those who are not can see that it does have some value, because there was a period in time when entertainment was like looked down upon. And I'm happy that it's gotten to this point. Now, Papa Veda, you do not know this, but I followed you from the time you were like very early in your career. Tall, dark, and handsome. He was slim, you know, and because he was slim, he looked so tall. And I was going to the movies one evening with my husband, and I said, no, we were passing the town hall, and I noticed that there were lots of people and something was going on. You were on stage. So I passed around. I've said this story before. I passed around to the back of the town hall, and I went backstage and got somebody's shoes and went on stage to sing, because I thought I just should take part in what was going on, you know. So you have inspired me also, you know. Yeah, you know, so I'm happy about this and I'm very grateful, and I'm not much of a talker, so I will pass the mic on.
Miss Gade, everybody. Miss Gade, I must tell you on behalf of the Cultural Development Foundation, congratulations and thank you so much for your contributions to the art form. I grew up with my dad blasting your music on a regular, and then I didn't really know you. But for me today, part of the CDS mandate is to nurture and promote cultural identity. And for me today, I'm leaving this mandate to actually meet a living legend, to see you performing on stage for us today on Papa Kaiso Corner, and you still got it. It's still fantastic, it's still inspiring. Not just for me, I'm hoping that all of our audience viewing this today, Papa, can get and feel that type of inspiration, and to see that joy and that passion on your face at the moment. As you said, tears of joy. Oh my God, that in itself is so inspiring to me. Being a young man in the cultural fraternity at the moment, where we're trying to ensure that we keep promoting and we keep keeping our culture alive, because our culture is truly our way of life. It's the way of life of our people, and it's about not forgetting your yesterday, but using that momentum to chart the way forward. And you're one of those pioneers who've paved that way for us, and I must wholeheartedly say thank you on behalf of both our board and the management and staff of the Cultural Development Foundation. Thank you for such a massive contribution to our cultural footprint. It's amazing.
Wow. Whoa. Whoa. Thank you.
Can I sell my chairs to somebody?
Thank you, Patsy. All righty.
Thank you, Patsy, and a special thank you to Merkel Hippolyte from the CDF for your very, very kind words. Very kind words. Papa, I heard something there that I will not let Papa go off the hook. Patsy Kade from the 70s, and she's telling us she remembers and appreciates Papa when he was tall, dark, and handsome. Today we see Papa looking a little short. His beard has gotten white, not dark again. And the handsome, I don't know. But Papa, what has happened? What has happened? You know, it's a very different Papa now. Yeah, but Patsy Kade, people, this is a St. Lucian heroine, Patsy Kade, from the 70s. And she's asking Papa Vida to keep on doing what you're doing. Keep on doing what you're doing, Papa Vida. It is good. And let's get on with the awards and meet our 6th awardee for the night, and it is getting musically hot. Let's meet. Okay, we have met the legend. Now let's meet the young, growing legend in music in St. Lucia and the Caribbean. Let's meet our 6th awardee.
Courtney Cutty Louis was born on November 20th, 1980 and raised in the Castries community of La Pansi. Surrounded by music while growing up, Cutty began taking his love of it seriously while attending secondary school at the St. Mary's College from 1992 to 1997. Some 20 years later, he has turned his passion into a very successful and award-winning business. Cutty launched the soca careers of St. Lucian artists Ninja Dan, Cupid, Superman HD, Marianne, Monster, and Ambi, and played a major role in the careers of Grenadian superstar Mr. Killer and St. Lucian cultural ambassador and Wingingness soca monarch Ricky T. His regional resume reads like a who's who in popular music and includes Jamaicans Jack Yor, Sizzler, Bad Gal Cecile, Christopher Martin, Maca Diamond, and Beanie Man. He has also worked with Talpri from Grenada, Kevin Little, Skinny's Fabulous, and Tabia from St. Vincent, and Iowa George, Destra, Sherwin Winchester, Denise Sosiwao Belfort, Benjai, KMC, and Naya George from Trinidad. In 2007, Cutty worked with the Trinidad soca king Machel Montano and Colonel Roberts on Jumbi. He also joined the Copyright Organization of Trinidad and Tobago, COT, a non-profit association that represents people in the music industry of Trinidad and Tobago. That year, during the COT Annual Awards, he was named the new Male Songwriter of the Year and shared the Best Soca Song Award and Song of the Year awards with Machel Montano and Colonel Roberts. He remains the first and only St. Lucian to receive these regional accolades. 1 year later, in February 2008, he was named Producer of the Year at the inaugural St. Lucia Music Awards. In 2009, Cutty worked with the Vincentian artist Tabia on Boom Boom Boom. He would later remix the song with French hip-hop artist Nathy and shoot a music video for that remix entirely in St. Lucia with the French production house Paris Pixels. That year, Tabia would win the Best Music Video Award at the inaugural St. Vincent Music Awards, and later 3 awards at the Underground Music Awards in Bermuda in 2010, namely Best Music Video, Best New Artist for Tabia, and Best Song. In addition, his songwriting and productions have scored numerous competition titles, including Road March in Trinidad with Jumbi, and 15 titles in St. Lucia, 8 Power Soca Monarch, 2 Groovy, and 5 Road March titles. His work also won the 2006 Power and Groovy Soca Monarch titles in Grenada. With 18 titles to his name, Cutty is the winningest producer from St. Lucia, with work that has been featured on numerous Soca Gold and Fox Fuse Get Soca compilations. Cutty established his record label Stratosphere Music in 2011. 2 years later, in 2013, he would sign a distribution deal with Believe Music, the largest distributor of independent music in the world. Against the odds of a challenging 2020, Cutty expanded the Stratosphere brand to include Strato Music, whose sole purpose is the provision of music distribution and marketing services for artists and labels worldwide, and Strato Media Group, whose suite of services includes video productions. Courtney Cutty Louis is undoubtedly one of the hardest working and most talented songwriters and producers of his generation, who is committed to the growth of the music industry in his native St. Lucia, the region, and the world. He is also most passionate about discovering and nurturing new talent, believing that everyone should be presented with the opportunity to pursue his and her musical goals and dreams, as he did many years ago.
And we want to invite a very, very special person, Miss Cami Joseph, who is the Corporate Communications Officer of Lucilec. And I say a very special person because I'm sure all of St. Lucia would know that Cami is connected with Cutty and Cutty's business on another level, but this was just a surprise for him that we had Cami representing Lucilec to make our presentation. For a remarkable lifetime of achievement and contribution to the music industry in St. Lucia and the wider Caribbean, Papa's Kaiso Corner is proud to present the 4th annual St. Cecelia'S Lifetime Achievement Award 2024 to Courtney Cutty Louis, multi-award winning music creator, producer, and songwriter.
Congratulations, Mr. Louis.
On behalf of Lucilec, we are a proud sponsor of Papa's Kaiso Corner, of course, and we also sponsor the St. Cecelia'S Award for the 4th annual time since inception. It is very surreal to be here tonight to recognize you. You deserve it. Right now, his Warm to Them rhythm is tearing up Trinidad with songs from Bungie Garland, Lyrical, soon to be released, and Skinny Fabulous from Trinidad, from St. Vincent. That's the same rhythm that Ricky T won the Power Circle Monarch title on this year. So I know that he's very, very shy, so he is very nervous being here tonight, but it is out of respect to Invader and who Invader is to him that he's here. We are very grateful to be part of recognizing young St. Lucian talent, young St. Lucian artists who work very, very hard to promote not only brand St. Lucia, but our brand of St. Lucian music. So congratulations again. Do you have anything you want to say to your audience, Mr. Louis?
Yes.
I'll hold it. Go ahead.
I am honored and I feel blessed, and no words can express how I feel inside. We all know I'm a man of few words, so without prolonging, from the bottom of my heart and from the depths of my soul, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well said.
Well said.
For a man that can't talk, you're talking.
Say can't talk.
Respect,
no, Papa, I'm sorry. Papa, can you give Kati the mic again for me? Please, 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 please. Kati, I don't mind, and St. Lucia doesn't mind hearing you say a little about Ricky T from St. Lucia. You have been with him for so long. Let's hear you talk about Ricky T, our St. Lucian.
Ricky T.
Yes, because you have worked with so many.
From my perspective, right? Ricky T is a living legend, and being here tonight, what I can say, we need to give those who deserve their flowers before. Do it now, not later. Recognize them now. And Ricky T is one of those. Ricky T is a living legend. Ricky T, from my perspective, Ricky T is carrying St. Lucia on his back. I've been with Ricky T from 2012, 17 years. And I could tell you, humble, a man of few words, just like myself, but very patriotic. He loved home, and every time we go out there, every time, St. Lucia is in his heart, in his speech, in his words, and he carries that flag. So hopefully, I noticed there are no awards for artists, but hopefully I hope somebody recognizes that Ricky T is a living legend. And to add, Ricky T is the only artist in the Caribbean. The amount of titles he has the most, not Marshall, not Bungie, not Fia, not Ricky T has the most titles in the Caribbean. 24. How many? 24. 24? Wow. 24. 24 titles. Living legend.
Wow. 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 Thank you for that. I needed to.
I finished with me.
No, I ain't finished with you yet, but at another show we will be at. Some of you have worked with legends all over the Caribbean. I mean, and to hear you
Boots,
say this
you are a legend, you know. I'm surrounded by.
All right, let's leave it. Thank you. Thank you.
Special shout out to my former vice principal, Mr. Sion.
Yes.
Yeah, I was very happy to see him here tonight.
Thank you, Kati, and congratulations, well deserved. We wish you strength and courage to continue doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
For your leadership. Wow. Well, boy, we're surrounded by living legends. We're surrounded by living legends right now. And don't forget people, Papa himself has quite a number of titles behind his name, you know, behind his name. Thank you, wow. Only Papa's Kaiso Corner. Only Papa's Kaiso Corner can draw our nation to those areas where we are overlooking these unsung heroes. Wow. Let's take a sponsors break at this point, and we will be back for our final award.
Have me hands up. Yeah! In Mustang and hey, sing along!
Music! An evening of music featuring the Ashanti. Performances of his greatest hits. Experience the rhythm and energy with an incredible lineup. Alpha Ale, Ezra, Her Black, Imran Nerdy, Invader, Cupid, Lady Lynn, Minel, TC Brown, T-Blacks, and more. An evening of music, magic, and memory. National Cultural Center, November 23rd, 2024. Doors open 7:30 p.m. Showtime, 8:30 p.m. Tickets $120 regular. Early bird, $100. Tickets available at CDF office and all the sale outlets. Music, a celebration of our musicians.
Ease the frustration.
Hey there, I'm Carmi, your Lucilec customer service guy. Have you heard? Big news. We've moved to the dazzling new office on Daisy Avenue, just a few steps from where we are currently standing. So, lace up those virtual walking shoes. We're about to take a stroll together. For those who catch the Cecelia'S bus, your new stop is right here at Serenity Park. Just keep walking. We'll arrive at our new location in no time. Before we unveil our sleek new office, you catch a glimpse of the CSA Center. It is right across the road from the Carmen Rene Memorial School. Keep walking. We are almost there. And here it is, the grand reveal, Lucilec on Daisy Avenue, your one-stop shop for all things awesome. We're open weekdays from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. for all customer service requests, including new connection, bill queries, and bill payments. Oh, and by the way, remember the Cecelia'S bus? Well, there's another option in town, the Leclerc bus. It stops right outside our new office, complete with free customer parking and a convenient ramp for our differently abled friends. Thank you so much for your patience during our office transition. We are thrilled to welcome you to our brand new Castries hub, Lucilec on Daisy Avenue. Until then, take care and we'll see you very, very soon. Remember, your energy lights up our space.
No matter the job, Michelle's Electrical Limited has the skills and expertise to power your vision. With Michelle's Electrical Limited, you're securing a professional team with a proven track record committed to delivering quality service to cater to all your electrical needs. We bring more than 30 years of trusted electrical installation to every job. We are the most trusted and reliable provider of electrical solutions island-wide. Your electrical needs are our priority, and our qualified team has been providing durable electrical solutions for over 3 decades. Trust Michelle's Electrical Limited. We lay the groundwork so your vision can thrive. Michelle's Electrical Limited, turning on lights since 1987.
You will fly me morning. Why I seen it all, but I'm caught.
We interrupt our regularly scheduled program to bring you this broadcast.
winning numbers for the evening draw of Saturday, 16th November 2024 were tic-tac-toe, 2, 11, 15, 16, 18, 20, 21. Big 4, 4, 9, 4, 9. The Big 4 multi-X ball drawn is 3X. Pick 2, 9, 2. The Pick 2 multi-X ball drawn is 5X. One off, 2, 5, 3. Lucky 3, 7, 1, 7. The Lucky 3 multi-X ball drawn is 3X. Power play, 2, 18, 28, 30. The free ticket letter is G and the power pick number is 5.
Now back to our regularly scheduled program.
Welcome back, brothers and sisters, and we are very quickly heading to our final awardee for the night. But before we do that, I think, bear with me as I do something very unscripted, you know, and I'm sure you will appreciate this unscripted part of tonight's program, because I want to call Papa. Papa, take a mic. Papa, take the mic and come talk to us, Papa, because you've been awarding. But let me turn things on to you, because we, and on behalf of all listening to us right now, our in-house audience, our diaspora, and all across TV land, we want to hear some things and appreciate you, and we want to know that we still have you, because we saw Sion challenge you a while ago, ask you if you're still in the competition, and so Papa, away from Papa's Kaiso corner, let's go to the invader, King Invader, Papa. What's up with King Invader? Will we still see him in the competition?
Boots, you know, the sad thing about Calypso in St. Lucia is that it seems that the competition is what determines your success as a performer, as a Kaisonian. Yeah, but that's very wrong. You know, the competition is just a very small aspect, you know, of the broader picture. I took part in the competition basically for financial gain. You know, that's how I view the competition, you know, as making some money, you know, and but as a performer, there's a whole world out there, you know, and a lot of people don't seem to understand that you need to tap into the world. I haven't competed for about 3-4 years, you know, but I'm still very relevant as a performer. You understand? I get to perform almost on a weekly basis here at home, you know, and I still get to perform in the world. You understand? I leave here on a Friday, I go to New York, I perform on Saturday and Sunday, and then I'm back home on Monday. Now, you tell me, you know, is the Papa dead? Yeah, a lot of people believe that the competition is what sets the pace, but they're wrong. They're wrong. There are many people who have won many monarchs, but they don't perform half as much as I do. You understand? So I don't need the competition really at this stage. But now that the prize money has raised, you understand? Right now, you're getting 40 grand, or 30 grand, or 20 grand, or 15 grand in the first 4 places. I'm interested in that. So I'll come back in the competition. You understand? So, I hope I went down.
Yes, Papa. I will come back in the competition. And Papa, yes, Papa said Lucia does see you. And it seems in your life, you know, even away from the competition, there seem to be some lessons that you are saying for some of our young Caribbean.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm a Kaisonian. That's what I am.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not a doctor who sings calypso or a lawyer. I'm a calypsonian, and that's what I am. In 1985, when I said I was going professional, I was laughed at, you know. People laughed at me. Professional Kaisonian? Are you crazy? That's what they said to me. I mean, I haven't made $1 million, but I'm a millionaire because of the journey. You know, I mean, I've had so much fun being a Calypsonian, man. I've taught the world. I've met so many people. I got to share in the lives of so many great Kaisonians that I grew up, you know. I mean, you know, I don't know how to explain it, man.
Okay.
You know?
Is there something in the cards that you want to tell us about? That some future plan, anything? Are we going to see Papa in concerts?
I was just about to get there. That's the big plan. The next big project that I would like to undertake is something that I've been planning for the past 20 years, Boots. It's Invader in Concert. The reason why it has not materialized is because I don't want it to just be another calypso show. You know what I mean? So it's taken a lot of time. We've made plans, we've had committees, and it just has not materialized because of the magnitude of what I want to do. You know? I would like to take Invader in Concert and launch it off in London, and then take it to Toronto, Canada, and then take it to the US, and then bring it home. That's my plan.
Whoa.
Invader in Concert will not just be a show where you come and sing calypso music. It will be a recreation of all the great moments. You understand? It will be choreography. It will be you know, lighting. It will be effects.
Calypso theater.
Theater, boy. You understand? So that's the plan. So hopefully I can get that, you know, going by next year with the launch. And like I said, we're looking at London for the launch of Invader in Concert. Okay. Because you know, my people, if you launch in London and you create a hit, and you go to Toronto and you hit again, and then you go to New York and you hit, it's an instant hit at home. That's how my people just operate. So we plan to do something, and something real big, by next year.
Thanks for that, Papa.
Yeah, man.
Thanks for that. I think we wanted to hear that. And when I say I'm talking for the world.
You asked me.
Because London listening to you, and Canada listening to you, Brooklyn listening to you, Texas listening to you.
Oh, yeah.
You know, all over.
We're there. Just a couple Saturdays ago, I got to perform at a 21st birthday party in Queens, New York, for a young man who turned 21. His mother is Guyanese, and his father is St. Lucian. And Boots, I was totally blown away by the reaction of the youth to my music. You know, the party was mad. You understand? So that gave me, you know, the impetus to continue. You understand? So I come back with a new energy, boy.
Oh, boy. You rediscover what Patsy said. They said about you, tall, dark, and handsome. You become a little taller, get back tall.
She said I used to
get back dark, and get back handsome.
I like how I is. I like how I am. I move with the flow. I don't want to recreate what I was. You understand? I'm good so.
Thank you, Papa.
You're welcome, Boots.
Thanks for the unscripted.
Respect,
and we
man.
wish you strength. We wish you strength, more courage, more success.
Blessed.
Long life.
Thank you so much, my brother.
And thank you for this Lifetime Achievement Awards.
My pleasure, man.
Then let's get down to the last one for the evening.
Respect.
Brothers and sisters, our last awardee for tonight, the 7th, brings us deep into Calypso and culture. Let's meet him.
Cecelia'S is a prominent figure on the St. Lucian music scene who is particularly known today for his roles as leader of the Takeover Tent, the oldest surviving Calypso tent in St. Lucia, and the business manager of the amalgamated TOT Soca Village Calypso tent. Chalo's contribution to music development in St. Lucia is only a small fraction of a tremendous contribution to overall development in his native country, St. Lucia, as an arts culture manager, leader, an event producer, a long-serving educator, and a soldier in many areas beyond the creative sector. Cecelia'S has been blessed with a diverse upbringing in both the rural and urban environments, which is probably the best explanation for his love of cultural work. Academically, he is the holder of a diploma in civil aviation, certified, and a Bachelor of Science degree in marketing. He is also a trained trainer of disaster preparedness and a registered certified farmer. Chalo's professional story reflects a checkered career in both the private and public sectors at junior and managerial positions. He is a retired graduate teacher, having taught at both the primary and secondary school levels, and holding various positions, including acting vice principal of the Cecelia'S Secondary. His teaching years at that school is particularly noteworthy for his unquestionable contribution to the development of schools calypso at the national level and at Cecelia'S Secondary in particular. Chalo has worked in the private sector as seasoned marketing manager with the St. Lucia Fish Marketing Corporation. In addition, he is the sole director of Creative Arts Management Production Camp, which specializes in event planning and production with an emphasis on art and culture activities. Within civil society, Chalo is known for many years of contribution to youth development at the local and regional levels. Of special mention is his work as past scout leader of the 12th St. Lucia Scout Troop, Anglican, and as a youth mentor in the Our Boys Matter program. He is a prominent and active member of many civil organizations, including the Archaeological and Historical Society of St. Lucia and the Monsignor Patrick Anthony Folk Research Center, FRC. A brief summary of Chalo's contributions to Calypso and Carnival at the national level includes National Coordinator of the National Schools Calypso Competition, Production Coordinator of the National Calypso Competitions, National Carnival Adjudicator, National Schools Calypso Adjudicator, Manager of the oldest Calypso tent, the Takeover Tent, Executive Member of the National Calypso Organizations. Chalo's unshakable commitment to the preservation and development of the Calypso art form, coupled with his tremendous creative energy, drives him even further in continuous training and production work virtually all year round beyond the carnival season. Year after year, his innovative mind leads the production of original development events such as Pan-Lipso, which promoted Calypso and steel band music, and Women Lipso, which highlighted the contribution of women in Calypso, and the now established annual Gospel Lipso, which is produced in collaboration with his Anglican church. Among a few interesting collaborations he has had with the Monsignor Patrick Anthony Folk Research Center is a notable Creole music competition which featured Creole calypsos and other Creole music forms.
And we invite Miss Sama Pamphil from the Trophy Center to make this presentation for his outstanding leadership contribution in Calypso, education, and culture. Papa's Kaiso Corner is pleased to present the 4th Annual St. Cecilia's Lifetime Achievement Award 2024 to Cecil Charles.
Like to say a couple of words, Ms. Mann?
Listening to your commitments and your contributions to the country, I am honored to present to you such an award, and thank you very much.
Appreciate it. Thank you, Miss. I appreciate it. And of course, to the entire Kaiso Corner, Papa's Kaiso Corner, I take this opportunity to thank the TOT, Soka Village and Fraternity, for giving me the opportunity for being the leader, being the manager over a number of years. Of course, I think my contribution has gone well, and I need to say that when I say I'm not talking about an individual. I'm actually talking about a team of persons who work with me. So, as we always see, Charlo is the front, but there are a number of persons working in the back with us, our entire management team, from my wife, from my children, from just name all of those who are involved. So, once again, Papa, you're always doing something out of the box, as we say, and of course, we see that it has taken root, it is growing, and we look forward to persons who, of course, are within the areas where they could help, that they would give you at least some of, I'm not saying the CIP money, but I don't know. But I think that, there are other areas that we could get funding for the initiatives that you are taking, and I look forward, to persons helping along. I noticed that the development officer of CDF was there tonight. He gave up about 3 awards, so I guess next year, one of the awards will be from the CDF.
Yes, indeed.
But don't forget, when you get your cash, I'm marketing for you.
Thank you, Charlo.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Thank you. Pleasure.
We say thank you to Cecil Charles. And that's it. Our 4th Annual St. Cecilia's Lifetime Achievement Awardees. Let's remind you and join me in extending congratulations to all of our awardees tonight. We started with Debbie Angela Mathrin for services and infrastructure. Our second awardee, Monty Maxwell, a musician. Our third was Rowan Sion, songwriter. The 4th awardee this evening was Guy Innocent, steel band pioneer. The 5th awardee, Patsy Kade, a recording pioneer. Our 6th awardee tonight, Courtney Cutty Louie, a producer. And our final awardee for the evening, Cecil Charles for administration. Join me in giving another resounding round of applause to all our awardees for this evening, and we say a huge thank you to Papa's Kaiso Corner for shining a national light on these unsung heroes in our music industry. in St. Lucia. It was my honor. This is Kennedy Booth Samuel saying thank you for coming with me and hosting this wonderful awards celebration this evening. We return to the Papa himself to deliver his word of thanks. Papa.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. What an evening it was. As a matter of fact, what an entire week. What a day. I mean, I'm so happy that everything materialized and everything came together. I want to say thank you, first of all, to our viewership out there. Those of you out there in TV land, I want to say good night to you. I hope you enjoyed our 4th annual St. Cecilia's Lifetime Achievement Awards. I want to say thank you to our friends in the diaspora who always tuned in. I couldn't really keep in touch with you guys tonight, but I know you guys are out there. Thanks so much. Trevor Exposer Brown of the Trevor Exposer Brown Foundation. I must say thank you, my brother. Thank you for all the wonderful work that you have done here with us in the corner. I want to take the opportunity to say thank you to our sponsors for the event. I want to say thank you to Barbie Limited. Thanks so much for your contribution, Barbie, St. Lucia Distillers, Miss Jacinta Japes in particular. She's always been there to assist us here in the corner. Thank you. I want to say thank you also to the Cultural Development Foundation, Mr. Michel Hippolyte. I mean, we call him a new kid on the block. And I believe that he is one who will make quite a difference in the creative industries, in the Cultural Development Foundation. And I want to thank him for being here with us tonight and for making the presentations. And also thank the CDF for the contribution. They have been supporting the St. Cecilia's Lifetime Achievement Award from its inception. From Mrs. Wines, I want to say thank you very much to the CDF. I want to say thank you, of course, to Marcy Stores. Marcy Stores has always come on board with us in a big way, and we want to say thank you for continuing your partnership with us here for the St. Cecilia's Lifetime Achievement Awards. My dream with Marcy is that I hope and pray that Marcy will become part and parcel of the Calypso Corner family and support the initiatives taken by the corner. I mean, be a sponsor for the corner. So Marcy, I just took the opportunity to throw that out there. Big up to Marcy Stores. Thank you so much for being with us here once again. Of course, I want to say thank you to my good friend, Brother Carlos Michel, and by extension, the Michel brothers, through John Michel of Michel Electrical, and the entire Michel family, who have always stood by Calypso Corner, at Calypso in general in St. Lucia. Thank you, Mr. Michel, for taking the time out to be here with us tonight. And also thank you for, your most needed friendship and sponsorship. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I want to say thanks to Kami Joseph. Kami Joseph, I call her the Wonder Woman. Kami has always been there. She has always given her support to Calypso Corner. Lucilec is a sponsor of Calypso Corner, and Lucilec has also sponsored the initiative of the St. Cecilia's Lifetime Achievement Award. They've always been there. I say they light up my world. Big up to Lucilec. And of course, Trophy Center. I mean, the Trophy Center, I've been working with the Trophy Center for decades. They've always been the ones to whatever we're doing and we need trophies, we head to the Trophy Center. And they're always willing to help. And they have come on as a sponsor for the St. Cecilia's Lifetime Achievement Awards for the past few years. They have sponsored one of our trophies. And I want to say thank you so much to the Trophy Center. And I want to let you know that we'll be coming to you for lots and lots of trophies in the near future. I want to say thank you to Kennedy Booth Samuel. Kennedy Booth Samuel has been with me from the inception of Calypso Corner and the awards. He's been there as a mentor. He's the guy I call to for advice. He's the guy who who assists so much in putting these awards together. So I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you, Boots. Thank you, my brother, from the bottom of my heart. Of course, Shortman, DJ Shortman, I want to say thank you. Always willing to help. What we would do without them fellas, boy? Big up to DJ Shortman. I want to say thank you to Shane. Shane Williams, our technician. He's always on the ball to make sure it happens for us, not only in Kaiso Corner, but especially for the awards. He's always, goes at the extra mile. Thank you to you, Shane, and of course to MBC by extension. Big up to all our friends out there who came in tonight to be part and parcel of our audience, not just the awardees and the sponsors, but our friends, our true friends who are out there with us tonight. You know who you are. We want to say thank you. Of course, Lydia Thiebels, she's here tonight. She's right here in the studio. And also, I want to say thank you to our producer, the mastermind behind it all. She works so hard. I think I will send her on a cruise. Talking about Carlene Phillips, I want to say thank you to Carlene. She works very hard to ensure that this comes together every time. So big up to you guys out there until we meet again, which is next Saturday right here in the corner. Papa saying good night, good night, good night. Bon fête, musiciens. Happy St. Cecilia's Day to all musicians in St. Lucia. Big you up there.
Have me fans out. Yeah, in Mustang and hey, sing along.
Music, an evening of music featuring the Ashanti, performances of his greatest hits. Experience the rhythm and energy with an incredible lineup. Alpha, Afa Ale, Ezra, Her Black, Imran Nutty, Invader, Cupid, Lady Lynn, Minel, TC Brown, T-Blacks, and more. An evening of music, magic, and memory. National Cultural Center, November 23rd, 2024. Doors open 7:30 p.m. Showtime, 8:30 p.m. Tickets $120 regular. Early bird, $100. Tickets available at CDF office and all the sell outlets. Music, a celebration of our musicians.
Easy. And I don't know, Cole. That place just isn't who I am. It ain't me.
What? And this is? You decide who you want to be. You tripping, man. Wait, now what's up, man? Tell me about these Beverly Hills girls.
Man,